A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twinflame Union. In this channeling session, I would be surprising you all. And I would say that for the Divine Masculine's inner work to become even better, someone is going to help her out. And that someone could be the Karmic, and it could also be the third-party blocks. If you are troubled by the Karmic, if you feel that the Karmic has done wrong to you by taking away what you wanted, or just by creating disturbance. In some of the people's cases, the Karmic just comes and creates disturbance. Just when the feminine feels that she has found some kind of solace, some kind of peace in understanding unconditional love, or when she is just relaxing in her own world, happy doing whatever she's doing, the Karmic, the demoness, she enters and she just starts spreading her negative energy, her vibes, and she wants to take the feminine's attention away from what she loves, her unconditional love source, and give that attention to her. Is the Divine Feminine's attention, her focus, so important for the Karmic? What does she gain in this? What does she gain by getting the feminine's attention? Does she gain the masculine's attention too? Is that what she wants to do? Maybe that's her idea. So let's get started and discuss the energy of this particular channeling session. For personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, write to me at the Sunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about your twin flame journey in advance before the reading, so that we can get the best and most accurate answers and solutions. But in case of therapies, you have to share with me different facets of your life so that we can heal the wounded inner child, which then leads to a 5D union. You can also get my book In the Name of Love, which has 5 channeled twin flame stories based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. Connect with me on Instagram at the Sunamoon for fun updates, and you can also check out the channel, the Sunamoon vlogs, to get interesting content that supports Ascension lifestyle. And yes, Ascension is a lifestyle. So, why are we here? All of us on planet Earth. What are we doing on this planet right now? So much happening on this planet. So many things going on at the same time. In some places there is war-like situation. In some places it's peaceful and serene. In some places people get their goals and dreams achieved. They do what they want to do. They love every single day. In some places there's misery, sadness, helplessness, despair. In some places you see happy people holding hands, walking around. In some places you see separation, again sadness, misery. In some places you see there is so much pollution, so much war, garbage, filth. In some places you see the beautiful sunset, sunrise, animals, birds, humans that smile, no complaints. All people understand each other. In some places you see so much confidence. In some places you see no confidence. In some places you see poor people, so much poverty. They don't have food, they don't have meals, they don't have basics. In some places you see opulence, fancy cars, fancy clothes, fancy life partners, everything so perfect, perfect makeup, perfect hair, perfect asses. Some of them also mean donkeys, perfect donkeys. But they are perfect. They seem to be happy. They seem to be enjoying their lives. They seem to be so wrong sometimes, and yet they seem to be so right. In some people's eyes, you see manipulation, deception, lies. And behind those lies, there is another scope, huge scope of insecurity. Insecure people lie a lot. Confident people don't lie, they don't need to lie. Insecure people cook up stories. And sometimes you might think that how do these insecure people, they get someone else's support? And why doesn't a real person, a truthful person not get any support? There are people who are pulling you down, pulling you apart, dragging you into their filth. And then there are people who uplift you, who love you, who care for you, who protect you. Sometimes those people are visible and sometimes those people are invisible. Sometimes it's just a random stranger that comes and lights up your world. And sometimes those you know for years are more than enough to tear you apart. So what are we doing on this planet? Why are we here? Such an important question, right? And I know all of you people who are serious about your inner work, serious about your journey, your ascension, you are the ones who will ask this question even more seriously. You don't want all this drama around you. You don't want this. You are sick of it. All this madness, this chasing, this running after someone, hoping that someone would love you, understand you, cherish you, admire you, not stop you from being who you are. Not question you, not doubt you. Not tell you you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're so wrong. What the hell are you doing? You don't understand. We know what's right for you. We know what's the best for you. You don't know shit. And then there are certain people who have really disturbing noises. Even their voice, even them talking around you, chit-chatting around you. Their giggles, their laughters, their crazy hysterical laughters, it makes you so upset. You get so distracted and disturbed by them. And what you don't like is that why are these people even bothering me? Why are they in my face? Why are they in my periphery? Because they remind you of your weaknesses, of your helplessness, of your irritation. Irritation that why such people seem to look so happy and why I don't have what I want so badly. What mistake have I made and what good deeds they have done? And when you look at your whole life, you scan your whole life, you feel somehow that you haven't done anything wrong. Literally, you're the one who always got abused. You're the one who got neglected. You're the one who got ignored. You're the one who was bad-mouthed. You're the one who was bad-mouthed. Anyway, so this karmic, this demoness, you feel like when you look at her, it's some demoness. You don't like her confidence. You don't like her energy. You're so annoyed by her presence. And you feel that why this person, this type of a person is liked by someone, is loved by someone, is appreciated by someone and I am not. What the hell is wrong with me? And what the hell is right about this weirdo? I can clearly see that she's fake. From top to bottom I can see. And I am sure others can also see, but why are they scared of her? Who the hell is she? What can she do after all? And forget about everything else. Why is she in my life? Why is she in my business? Why is she in my business? It's none of her business, yet she's in my business. These are the questions you ask. And in this session, we want you to understand, first of all, that everybody who is difficult, annoying, irritating, in your face, or you're obligated somehow to talk to them, obligated somehow to listen to them, hear them out, Or you feel obligated that you have the responsibility of the whole world on your shoulders somehow. But you don't want to partake in anything anymore. Now this happens with inner work. There comes a time in your life when you can't do it anymore, not even for one more day. You don't want to lie, you don't want to fake, you don't want to pretend, you don't want to do anything that you don't consider correct. And these people who are scared and they try to scare you, you just don't want to see their faces. But this, in Hindi there is a word called dunyadari, diplomacy, formality. This is the word, formalities. You are doing these type of formalities and you feel, why am I even doing these formalities? Why? Technically, it's the best thing to do when you spend all your time alone in your solitude. And then there is some kind of interaction you have to do. And then there are some days when this interaction becomes a negative interaction and you want to just blast out. You want to erupt like a big volcano. Because you don't like anyone disturbing your peace of mind or taking away your heart, your soul, your love, your life. Why? Again, this is coming from childhood. In your childhood, whosoever raised you always gave importance to other people and how they look in front of other people, their image in front of other people, not what they really have within themselves. They never had the courage, the conviction, the power to change things. They could never really tell people in their faces that this is it, this is what I want to do. You want to be with me, you want to do it with me, you don't want to do it with me, it's up to you, but I'll still do it. Now there is also a war going on, the masculine, the men, the people who attract you sometimes and distract you. Then there is this whole sexuality driving in your body, the hormones. And then there is this concept of asexuality that you really feel drawn to. Sometimes you feel, it's my body, it's my heart, it's my soul. Do I really need to share it with other people? And why do humans even need to share? What is this concept of sharing, caring and sharing? And then out of all the people, obviously every time you fell in love, sometimes it was nice and sometimes it was not nice. But it ended. The relationships in the background, the previous ones, the old ones, the ones that are gone. And even if those people come back, you don't want them. In your mind, sometimes when you're helpless or hopeless, you would think that that lover was still much better. That lover A, lover B, lover X, Y, Z, he was much better. At least he was not doing these things to me. What are being done to me right now? What if I had chosen that life? What if I had chosen to get married to that person or someone? What would have happened? Maybe my life would have been dull, boring, monotonous, something I did not want. But at least he would have been nice to me, nicer to me. He would have been around. And just like that, you're walking on the street and somewhere you see your ex, the same ex that you thought was nicer. And your first reaction is not to say hi, but to turn your face away. Look somewhere else, as if you didn't even see that person. And that itself tells you a lot about what do you really want in life. In fact, you actually think, phew, thank God I didn't make this mistake. I mean, I have blessings for him. Good, fine, that was a phase of my life. And this can happen vice versa. It can happen man, woman, whosoever in his ascension journey. I know the times have changed. And you know that times have changed. I'm not the only one who knows times have changed. When we were really young, our parents used to get married so early. Women used to get married at 15, 16. There used to be 10 years age gap between men and women easily, at least in Indian subcontinent. In the West also, women used to get married early, they would have children. Some differences were there, like freedom was there, they could smoke cigarettes, they could go at the bars. But eventually, everything was happening still very systematically. And now, when we look around, things are not the same. Even parents don't force children to get married so soon because they are like, no, you're too young for this. Or I felt very bad when I got married early. I thought that my whole life was gone and all I'm doing is taking care of my children and husband. I don't want you to do that. And then there are some parents who put their children in the same fire that they've been into. Because they're scared of the world. They feel that if we don't do this to our children will suffer or they will have a bad name. What will the society say? They don't want to work around it. And then there are some who treat their children as their slaves. The children are my slaves. They're supposed to take care of me. In ancient India, many years ago, it is said, and it is still said, that we should pray our parents like they are gods and goddesses. And somehow I understand why in the inner work world, it fits. Because you realize that had those parents not been like this, had they not treated you in a certain specific way, you would not have had the curiosity to ask this question today, who am I and what the hell am I doing on planet Earth? For some of you, you have more peace and tranquility. You understand things better now. You are like, okay, fine. I'm here for a certain period of time. I'm supposed to live every day. And I'm supposed to involve myself in some kind of a mission or some kind of a purpose. You cannot compare your life with ordinary people, other people, and this is not to tell you that you're superior or inferior. In fact, this is to tell you that you need to have a mission because the failures and the challenges and difficult people are going to humble you down. They are going to help you become more and more invisible. Wherever you are doing some good deeds, you don't want any praises, you don't want any publicity out of it. You don't want people to know that you exist also. But when it comes to doing formalities, taking responsibilities, being the life of a place, you are okay to be there. In fact, life is very boring and monotonous, and the same life can be very adventurous and full of curiosity. And this is not poetry, this is not some kind of imagination. And I don't even want you to go by my experience or anybody else's experience. In this channeling session, the main idea is that this person in front of you who is causing you so much distress, she or he, it can be a man, it can be a woman, they are causing distress to you. They're trying to lower down your confidence. They're trying to make you feel so bad. They're trying to tell you that we are your well-wishers, so you have to listen to us. All this control, it's happening because you are giving them that importance and that attention. If you take it away from them, snatch it away, keep it with you, don't think about them. Try it for a day at least. Don't think about them for a day, 24 hours. Even if you want to think about that person, you don't. You do something like you chant or you read the same prayer throughout the day without any break. If you have to talk to someone, you talk to them, you take a break then because it's formality, as we say dunyadari, but don't involve yourself into it. Come back to it. And the moment you start thinking about those people who trouble you, in one day the world is not going to change, trust me. Because these people, they always make you feel that their job is very urgent. Your work is not urgent. What they want, they're supposed to get it right away, there and then. But what you want can wait. And then you want to think, why do I even want? Why do I even want? Or what do I really want? all you want is peace. Peace is the only thing you want. In this planet, the only thing which is most difficult to get is peace. Everything else can happen easily. But this peace of mind, this leave me alone and let me chill. Leave me alone and let me chill. Like Shiva. So when I say Shiva, the masculine, the divine masculine, and Shakti, the divine feminine, when they come together, then they are completely in union, right? I don't only say it, many people say it, whole world says it. Whole world means those who believe. Because to become Shiva, you need Shakti, you need that energy. Now this energy, if it dissipates, if this energy goes on to all the Tom, Dick and Harrys, or all the demonesses, all the karmics, who stand in front of you like they know it all, and they have so much confidence, and they can do this, they can lie. They are pathological liars and psychos, but they can do it. They can have ego, they can have a big ego, but your self-respect is not important. But who is making them feel so big? Really? In fact, they need help. You should look at them like you look at a person who has nothing. You should look at them like they're so miserable because they're trying so hard. At least you're not trying so hard to get attention. You're just doing your thing, and when they see you doing your thing, your things or thing, and you doing it with so much relaxation, happiness on your face, on your smile, so much gratitude, they want it too. They want to be you. Again, I don't want you to feel superior or inferior. This is especially for those divine feminines who are suffering because of karmics and third-party influences. They can't do what you can do. They can't love the way you love. They can't be so unconditional the way you are. They can't be so truthful, so sincere, so honest like you are. You have to understand that. So whenever they trouble you, you make a prayer for them, that God give this person happiness. But you don't dwell on that. If it troubles you a lot, make a prayer for them. It's called metta. You can Google about it. There are some metta prayers in English. You can read those prayers. It's called the meditation of loving and kindness. Meditation of loving kindness. So there is love and there is kindness. But you know, it's so hard to be kind to those people who have troubled you so much, or who are constantly looking for something or the other to trouble you. But maybe they also trouble you because they're scared of you. Maybe you make them feel very insecure somehow. Just your body language, just how you talk, your spirit, the warrior inside you, the fighter inside you. What is this karmic trying to tell you? The karmic is trying to tell you that look at me. Just the way you feel that they want to be you, sometimes you also want to be them, because you feel that despite all these wrong things in them, they have people's attention, they have people's affection. They have people who stand by them. Like I don't even have people, my own people don't stand by me. My own people who have raised me probably, they don't stand by me, they don't support me. And look at this person. She could be totally wrong from top to bottom. She could be totally fake. She could be rude, or she could be mean or whatever. And sometimes she could be sweet as a candy. She could be whatever she is. But she has that support which I don't have. Where the hell is she getting this support from? Even people who have narcissistic personality disorder, you should understand that they have confidence going on in them. They have some kind of a confidence. They have confidence on them because those people who raised them, they made them fall in love with their identity, a false identity. So they feel that this identity is so amazing that this identity can demand attention or affection or whatever it is that they want. Trust me, if they are trying so hard, in reality, they don't have any of it. They know that whatever they have is fake. Whatever they have is based on their lies. On their cooking up of stories, and it is temporary. So they try very hard. And you, the person who's a statue of truth, fullness, sincerity, honesty, beauty, she doesn't have anyone. This feminine doesn't have anyone, no supporters. But she's so happy, she's enjoying, she's living her life, she doesn't give a rat's ass. So why is she not giving a rat's ass? I must do something so that she gives me the rat's ass. Just imagine, what do they want? Just a rat's ass. So, I will leave you to do some thinking because I have shared the method that don't focus on them. If they trouble you, just don't focus on them. Do whatever you want to do. Take your mind off them for a day, at least for 24 hours. Don't allow them any space in your mind. Every time it's difficult, just focus on God or focus on something you love. And whenever you think about them or whenever you think about all the frustration they have made you go through, just tell yourself, you don't have to give them your Shakti. You don't have to give them your energy. They are getting energy from you. You don't have to do that. Give that energy to you. Bring this mind is very stubborn too. You need to learn how to tame your mind. If you can tame your mind, you can do a lot. But if you can't tame your mind, it will be very difficult. So tame this mind, tame this monkey mind. This monkey mind keeps jumping on different branches and keeps making you think about people who hurt you, who trouble you, who don't respect you, or who make you feel that you're not good enough. Don't entangle yourself with it. Work on the solar plexus, guys. Work on the solar plexus. The sound of the solar plexus is a Bij mantra. Please Google what is a Bij mantra. It's very power generating. The more you chant it, the more it will help you increase your confidence. Or something will happen. Some situation will happen which will annoy you, which will trouble you, which will not make you, which will make you unhappy also. But from the same irritation, unhappiness, annoyance, you will come out, you will emerge out even stronger, more beautiful, more powerful, more pristine. And you know what? Even those who don't want to give you support, they would support only you. Whether they do it in front of you or not, forget about that. You don't need any more validation. Because when you are integrating with the source, you don't need any outer validation. Whatever formalities you have to do with the sweeper, with the grocery seller, with the milkman, with the neighbors, even with your DMs, whatever formalities, your best friends, a soulmate, someone who really likes you, and you yourself, because you are discovering yourself right now, and this is rediscovery. Rediscovering the inner child of you, who you really were as a child. And all those places and areas where you got programmed and you became someone who does not believe in unconditional love, who lost confidence, you're going to awaken those parts of you and bring out the confidence back in you. And this is the way that you will revive the masculine that is unhealed, the masculine, the logic-driven masculine, the practical masculine. And as a team, the emotional feminine and the practical masculine, they make a very solid team. They make the real team. On that note, I would be closing this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.